MrBeast just launched a new tool to help creators and said this is the same tool that he used to grow his channel. The only problem? It's pretty expensive at $50 a month, and there are no free trials. Well, I paid for the tool and used it, and I gotta say, I did not expect this from Jimmy. So I'll walk you through the tool and show you the good. What I like about this tool is the idea and concept, and the not so good, it's just really not what I'm looking for. It just really sucks. It's just not that useful. So you can decide if you should be the one paying MrBeast. So this is Viewstats Pro, and you can see a video by Jimmy explaining that this is his company, the same as he created Feastables, and he explains in the video that he has a bunch of internal tools that he used to help him grow his channel, and now he's created this software in order for other creators to be able to use the tools that he's using. When you log into Viewstats Pro, you can see all the different tools that are currently available. We have things like alerts, outliers, thumbnail search, A/B tests, and collections. So I'm going to show you each of these tools and the things that I like and dislike about them. So this is the alert section, and as the name suggests, it's supposed to alert you whenever a new video is released. I can create a folder for my alerts, so you can see here I've got bread cat and cats wearing hats. If I want to create a new alert, I'll click on create and then new alert. And then let's just say I say bongo cat, and then I can set the minimum amount of views that I want to get alerted by. So any video over 10,000 views, I can choose the video type, such as long or shorts or both. I can name the alert and then have a description for it. I'm just going to click on create. Now there's no new videos for bongo cat, and if I want, I can just move this over into my folder for cats. So I created a few different alerts, and you can see whenever a new video is added, you'll get this red dot. If I click on here, then it should have a new video for me. And you can see this video was added 2 hours ago. Now what I like about this tool is the idea and concept. What I don't like is that it doesn't really work that well. Like you can see this video was added 2 hours ago, but the video was created 6 months ago, where this video was added 17 hours ago and it was created 5 days ago. So it's not really showing me new videos, and that's one of the problems of the alerts tool. Then the other problem with the tool is that it just doesn't show you a lot of different options. You can see here, because I talk about software and new tools, I want to get notified whenever there's some new Chrome extensions that come out or people talk about Chrome extensions. But when I look at the videos in the alerts, there's not that many videos related to Chrome extensions. And you can see that the videos that are here are really old. This one's 2 months old, 10 months old, 7, 1 year old. Now I know for a fact that there's a lot more videos on YouTube talking about Chrome extensions, so for there to only be 8 long form videos, it's just not that useful. And then the other thing is trying to filter the alerts. Like this video, I'm just not interested in this. I want things like people showing new websites. So if I click on edit alert and then click on advanced settings, I have to manually go in here and then specify what I'm looking for. So I might have to say top. Now I'm only going to get alerted when somebody says top websites. And if there's other types of videos in the alert that I don't like, let's say free movies, I don't care about websites for free movies, then I have to go into the alert again, edit it, and then click on the exclude section and then say movies. Now my alert's been modified and it's gotten rid of all the videos that had free movies in it, but now I have to go through every single video that I'm not personally interested in and then edit my alert by excluding videos that I don't want to see. I also want to provide alternative methods that you could use for this tool. What you could do is you could go to YouTube and then create a new account, and then you're just going to create a new YouTube channel specific to the videos that you're looking for. For example, I have another channel that's dedicated to all things about the military, and I only watch videos related to the military on this channel. So whenever a new video is good and YouTube is recommending it, it's going to show up on my homepage. So this method's not going to track for specific keywords, but it's going to show you relevant videos that YouTube's recommending, and this is completely for free.
So you've come to the master for guidance.
This tool is called Outliers, and it will tell you if the video is outperforming the typical video that is uploaded on the channel. For example, this video is performed 1.8 times better than most of the other videos on this channel, where this one is performing 10.7 times better than what they typically upload. This gives you as a creator a good idea if a video is exceptional compared to all the other videos. Maybe it's the thumbnail, the title, the topic of the video, how people are watching it, whatever it is. This video is just getting a lot more views than what the channel will typically get. So if I click over here, I can filter by category. So let's say I want to look up science and technology. It's going to show me all the videos in this particular topic. I can sort this list by things like the upload date, view count, and outlier score. If we click on filters, we can filter by the views, the channel size, the outlier score, as well as the upload date. Now, what I like about this tool, again, is the idea and concept. What I don't like is that this just doesn't really work that well. You can see here when I sort by the outlier score, so I'm trying to find videos that have just outperformed all the other videos, I'm just getting a bunch of ads. this is a company and looks like an ad, this looks like an ad, that's an ad, all look like ads. So trying to find the top videos based on the outlier score is going to show you a lot of videos that are just really irrelevant because people are paying money to have these videos get more views. And then the other problem that I have is they have a search filter, which is great because then you can just find videos related to what you're looking for. So if I look up Chrome extensions, for example, where there should be a bunch of videos, I'm only seeing 10 videos about Chrome extensions. And I know for a fact that there's a lot more videos about Chrome extensions. Even my alerts is showing me different videos that aren't showing up in the outlier section. So if this tool was actually going to be helpful, it would show you more than just a handful of results. Now, here's some alternatives to this Outliers tool. There's this free plugin by vidIQ called vidIQ Vision. You can see it shows you the outlier score as well as the views per hour. Another tool that I personally use for finding outliers is called 1 of 10. So if I type into here, let's say Chrome extensions, the same that I did in Viewstats Pro, and I search, I can see a bunch more videos of Chrome extensions. So as you can see, obviously there's a lot more videos about Chrome extensions with outliers. On 1 of 10, if there's a video that I see that has a really good outlier score and I want to look for a similar topic, then it's going to take that and then it's going to find me videos that are similar as far as the title goes. Or on Viewstats Pro, I can't really look for more videos because whenever I click on a video, it's just going to take me to that video page and it'll give me some details about this particular video. What I like about the Outliers feature on 1 of 10 is that I can just go through and let's say I want to look up Windows productivity apps, and then I can find other types of window productivity apps as well. By the way, I'm not sponsored by any of the other tools that I'm talking about. They're just tools that I find personally useful. Now, this is the thumbnail search tool. So I've been a little hard on Jimmy so far with his tool up to this point, but this tool is actually very unique. So if I type into the search, let's do again, Chrome extensions, now I can see a bunch of videos that have in the thumbnail something related to Chrome extensions. So it looked at Chrome and it says, okay, I'm trying to search for Chrome. So it's going and finding all of the videos that have Chrome in it. If I type in here, let's say a man leaning on a tree, now I can actually find other thumbnails of men leaning on trees. If I type in here, let's just say woman leaning on tree, now we have women leaning on trees. So I think that's a pretty cool feature on its own and can help you to come up with different ideas for your thumbnail if you are trying to incorporate something like a specific feature. It also gives you the ability to look for similar thumbnails. So my guy Aurelius over here, he's got this thumbnail with a bunch of different icons. If I click on search by thumbnail, it's going to look at his thumbnail and then try to find other thumbnails that are similar. So a bunch of icons to the left and then a person to the right. Now I'm actually able to find some different types of ideas for thumbnails with a bunch of different icons on it. So we got Ali Abdal here, and I like what he's doing with this one. So if I search by thumbnail with Ali, now again, I can find some different variations of icons, and it looks like it's identified that these icons are closer to his head. So we got some variations with this. And let's say I like this one. We got a laptop with a bunch of icons on it. Click on that one. Now I can see thumbnails with laptops and icons. So hats off to you, Jimmy. I think that this is a really cool feature, but I don't know if this feature alone is worth the $50 a month. So we still have 2 other features that we're going to be testing out, and I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of that, so you can see if it's actually worth giving Jimmy your money. As far as alternatives to this tool goes, there is just nothing out there that is similar to this, so I can't recommend anything. Now, there are a couple things about the tool that are just not really good. One is if you're trying to search for a particular person, you can see here we've got Mark Rober, and it's identified just a few thumbnails of Mark Rober, but then we have a bunch of people that are obviously not Mark Rober. So when it comes to identifying people, the AI tool is just not good at that. I tried searching my own name and I was a little shocked at what I saw. I do not make videos like these. This does not represent Julian Sage, so just to make that clear.
This is the worst!
The other feature of this tool that it's supposedly able to do is if you upload a photo, it'll find similar photos. So you can see I've got this logo on a podium as well as Miro and Figma. And if I try to find a similar image to this thumbnail that we created, there's one video that it's identified that has a podium with different icons on it. And when I try to search for similar thumbnails related to a podium, it only has a couple there, and it's just really not what I'm looking for. But I know for a fact that there's other videos with logos on podiums because that's how we came up with our inspiration for this thumbnail. And if I try to give it context like After Effects on a podium, like the thumbnail that I showed you, it just has no idea what I tried searching for, and it's giving me a bunch of random stuff. There's no After Effects, there's no podium, so I'm not entirely sure why this tool works really well in some cases and then just really sucks in other cases.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly.
This is the A/B test tool, and what it's going to do is show you if there's any split test happening for a particular video. If I click on by channel, I can search for the channel, or by video, you can search by video title or keyword. So when I look up this channel, I can see that they're running a bunch of different split tests. So when I click on a video, it's supposed to give you some additional data on the split tests that are being run. We can see here that this is the current thumbnail, and they're actually doing 3 different tests. So this thumbnail, this one, and this one. On May 29, they were trying to decide between these 3 thumbnails, and then on May 30th, they decided to just test these 2 thumbnails. When you scroll down, it gives you some data, but the problem is you just have no idea what this data is trying to tell you. Like if I click on here, I can see that, okay, there's 3 tests running on this day, but I don't know what that has to do with anything. And then if I click on this one, there's a new test, and now there's 2 different thumbnails. But I don't know what thumbnail is actually performing better, so this data is not really useful to me. The other problem that I have with this tool is that it doesn't tell you in here if there are any changes to the title. So the only way that you can actually know if there's a new title change is by clicking open the video details and then having to click on this section, and you can see if there are any changes to the title. I like the idea in concept, but the execution of it just feels like it's a lot of information that isn't really going to make that big of a difference for you. An alternative to this tool is actually just using the free version of Viewstats. When you go to viewstats.com, it shows you the Viewstats beta. And then if I look up, let's say, website learners, and then we go over and click on this video, we can actually see all of the different thumbnail changes as well as their title changes right here. So unless you really want to see every single split test that a channel is running, you can just use the free version of Viewstats. This tool is collections, and it's a collection of all the different thumbnails that you find in one place. So you can see I went through and I found some different software listicle thumbnails that I liked, and I can use this as inspiration. I can filter this by, let's say, the outlier score, so I can say, okay, what about the ones that I liked performed better than the others? And I can try to identify, is it the title, the thumbnail, the video concept, whatever it is. So this is a nice little feature, but here's where it gets a little confusing, because over here we have this section called the ideation. So within this collection called software listicles, I can then start to come up with my thumbnail and title options. So I upload all my thumbnails, and then I come up with my own titles, and then it's going to put it over here on the left. And if I click on preview, I can see my thumbnail compared to a bunch of other thumbnails on the homepage. Now here's where it starts to become a problem. I don't think that my video is going to be showing up to, let's say, somebody that's watching a Sniper Wolf video or a Brent Rivera video. People that are watching my videos are more interested in tech and business, and not necessarily Brent Rivera, Sniper Wolf, or Dr. Mike. I'd much rather see my thumbnail next to videos that people are probably going to be actually watching rather than a bunch of random videos. The other problem that I realized is that if I'm going to be doing these thumbnail tests, I have to create a whole new collection. So I'd have to create a new collection and then go to the ideation section, and that's where I can upload my title and thumbnail variations. It'd be a whole lot better if there was just a separate tool called ideation where you can play around with thumbnail and title options, but it being in a collection is just not very useful unless you're going to be using AI and maybe recommending titles for me based on the videos that are in that collection. But if I have to just come up with my own titles and then go over here and then go over there, and then the next video I create, I either have to create a whole new collection or I have to go through and delete all these titles and all these thumbnails. To me, it also feels kind of weird that I have to put in titles and then put in my thumbnails, and then I have to save that design. So if this video is titled hello and I like this thumbnail, I have to save the design. And if I like this one as well, I have to save that as well. And then when I go over the save section, I can only put in one of the 3 places the title and thumbnail combos that I saved. Now, Jimmy said that these are tools that he uses to be able to grow his channel, but I know for a fact that Jimmy uses a lot more than just 3 options for title and thumbnail variations. Jimmy's always saying that he's got like 90 different variations to choose from, but I only have the ability to have 3 options. I can't add any more. That's it. There's also no option to be able to share my thumbnail and title options with other people. I'd have to screenshot this, download it, and then share it with somebody else. So there really should just be like a URL or something that I can copy and paste, and it'll have all the different options. As far as an alternative to the collections is if you just go to YouTube and you find a video that you like the thumbnail for, just copy the URL, and then you can go to this free tool called Miro and just paste that video into Miro just like that. And now we've got the thumbnail and the title just right there. You could also just take a screenshot of that thumbnail and title and then just copy it and then just paste it in Google Slides or Miro or wherever, and now you have it. You can also use this free tool called Get YouTube Thumbnail. Just go over the URL of that video and then paste in the URL just like that, and now you can download the thumbnail directly. If you want to be able to preview your thumbnail, there's a couple different options you can use. This one tool is called thumbsup.tv. Just drag in whatever the thumbnail is. You can enter your title in right there. You can see you've got your thumbnail in a bunch of different sizes, and you can even toggle dark mode like that. It'll show you on the sidebar, the channel large. So you get a bunch of different options to be able to see if your thumbnail is going to stick out or not. If you want to preview your thumbnail for free next to other thumbnails, you could use this tool called thumbshot.io. So there's some free options for you. So the question is, am I going to be paying MrBeast $50 a month or not for his tools? And I'm not. I'm going to be canceling this subscription for these tools because I just don't feel that they are worth $50 a month. The only tool that I saw that was pretty well developed was the thumbnail search tool, being able to put in keywords and finding thumbnails related to that search. But like we saw, even with that tool, it was not always functioning correctly. The alerts tool and the outliers tool just didn't work well. The A/B test tool, even though it's a cool idea, I don't think that it's worth paying $50 a month. And there is the free option that you offer as well on Viewstats Beta. And then you have collections and ideation. Collections, you can just honestly save things wherever you want, like in Google Slides, or just download the thumbnails. And then if you want to be able to preview your thumbnail, there's a lot of other free options out there as well. So if you want me to be paying you, MrBeast, here are some suggestions. First thing is lower the price. I think $50 a month, especially for new creators, is way too much money to be asking. And if you are going to be asking for $50 a month, then you better have some really standout features that make it worth it. Second thing is give people a free trial. Just asking people for $50 a month and then not letting them actually test out the tool is going to leave a lot of people disappointed, like I am. Third thing is a public roadmap. In your video, you said that you were going to have a public roadmap of all the future tools that are coming, but I don't even know what tools are coming because you don't have a public roadmap. If people have suggestions on the tool and features that they'd like to see, there's a really great tool out there called Canny where you can actually show a roadmap on features that are being worked on, and people can upload and vote on feature requests that they see. It helps keep transparency and lets people buy in to the vision that you see for the tool. And then on your landing page, it says that there's tutorials on how to best utilize the tools created by MrBeast himself. But when I click on the different tools to see the tutorials, they are not created by MrBeast. It's from this guy named Brian. And then this other one is admin. So if you say that you're going to be doing something, then actually do it. And Jimmy, if you are watching this and you want to hire me to help you make the best software tool for creators, then hit me up. And if you're not Jimmy and still watching this video, then I guess you can watch this video next on some other cool new tools to help you grow your business.